Both Guernica and the 1934 drawing conceal references to a mystical battle between Picasso and Hitler, Picasso being the artist who painted Guernica, in connection with the Spear of Destiny. This hidden pictorial narrative, set in the context of Wagner's opera Parsifal, reveals some uncanny associations with events in the Führer's life and with his quest to dominate Europe. According to the account of Dr. Walter Stein, young Adolf, whilst living as down and out in Vienna, undertook a penetrating study of the occult meanings underlying Wolfram von Eschenbach's 30th century Grail romance, Parsifal. Stein, through various contacts with Adolf, became convinced that he was deeply involved with the occult and had an experienced spiritual mentor, possibly linked to the infamous Blood Lodge of Guido von List. Adolf later claimed in Mein Kampf that these had been the most vital years of his life, in which he learned all he needed to know to lead the party of the National Socialists. Stein got to know Adolf because of their mutual interest in the Spear of Destiny, a relic on display in the Hofsburg Treasury at the Hofmuseum in Vienna. The relic was said to have phenomenal talismanic power, having once been used at the crucifixion to wound the side of Christ. The side of Christ. According to legend, possession of the spear would bring its owner the power to conquer the world, but losing it would bring immediate death. The relic had been owned by a succession of powerful European rulers down through the centuries, and eventually came into the possession of the Hofsburg dynasty. Adolf confided to Stein that the first time he saw the spear, he witnessed extraordinary visions of his own destiny unfolding before him. In 1923, on his deathbed, Hitler's mentor Dietrich Eckart, a dedicated Satanist and a central figure in the occult Thule Society, or Thule Society, as we say over here, and a founder member of the National Socialist Party, said, "Follow Adolf. He will dance, but it is I who have called the tune. I have initiated him into the secret doctrine, opened his centers of vision, and given him the means to communicate with the powers. Do not mourn for me. I have influenced history more than any other German." On the 12th of March, 1938, the day that Adolf annexed Austria, he arrived in Vienna, a conquering hero. His first port of call was to the Hofmuseum, where he took possession of the spear, which he immediately sent to Nuremberg, or Nuremberg as we say over here, the spiritual capital of Germany. On the 30th of April, 1945, during the final days of the war, after the considerable bombing of Nuremberg, the spear fell into the hands of the American 7th Army under General Patton. Later that day, in fulfillment of the legend, Adolf committed suicide. Very interesting.